Ooh, here we go, guys. It is here, the new rig, my car from Ongoing Adventures. Let's pull her out of the shed, check her out, bit of show and tell. Let's get cracking and let's see what I've got. Ooh, yeah. That's right, guys. Toddy from Ongoing Adventures. I picked up my new rig, as some of you guys have seen from some of our shorts, and a couple of little mishaps that we had on the way back from Sydney picking this big girl up. So yes, it is a Y61 Nissan Patrol, basically the last of the GUs. So it's the Gentech version, the big boy. It has a lot of gear already on it. So the guy I got it off, he took really good care of it. He done a lot of work to it, and then I've come along and picked her up. What an absolute beauty of a car so far. Nice and clean, nice and tidy, and pretty well looked after. Yes, we had that one little hiccup with the turbo hose and the boost line coming back as we basically split them of South and Abiac. Got them fixed up, and she's back on the road driving nice and tidy again. So, bummer, owning for first 3 hours and it was already on the car trailer, but we got it sorted thanks to Curtis and Daniel and a couple of other mates. But she's back on the road, she's smashing her out. I'm keen to get this big girl on its first camping trip and its first couple of tracks. So yes, guys, it is the Nissan Patrol, 4-inch lift, 30 frees, bull bar spotties, radios, racks, lights from front to rear, side to side already on her. She's looking pretty sexy. I'm keen. She has a carbon winch on her. It's got the catch cans, it's got the fuel filters put into it. He's got switch panels done to this thing. This is the very first full drive I've actually owned out of like the 5 or 6 I've had that I won't actually have to do too much to it to get it going, like to where I want it to go. All the other cars I've had in the past, due to four-wheel drives, were all basically bog standard, and then I had to, you know, as what we all have to do is fork out the money, work out what to do, and get it up and going. Where this is it. It's a lot of it's done, ready to go, keen as beans to try her out. So yep, it's Y61 Nissan Patrol, 2016 model. She's a cracker. I've been driving for the last couple of days now. Haven't done really anything to it yet. I'm just trying to make plans, and I'll drive for a while until I actually do anything, so I know what I want to do. So the first thing that I have done, the first thing I have sort of changed on it is just I took off the King's awning that came with it, the 270, and put my Drifter 270 wing King's Drifter awning on the side of it, ready to go. Daniel will be taking the other King's awning, as some of you guys did see. I just swapped it out on one of the shorts. Things I want to do to it in the future. So obviously, because I've only had it for about a week now, test driving it around, getting the feel of it. Not going to do too major stuff to it at the time being until I work out exactly what I want to do down the track. So one of the things I probably will be doing is because I will probably change out the spotties for something a bit more brighter. Looking at going to probably a Steady brand more than likely. Swapping out the aluminium factory side steps for some Steely scrub bars. I'm not sure if I'm going to be lazy and go buy some, or I'll sit down and draw something up and make something my own. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But honestly, guys, there's not a whole great deal I have to do to it. Like, she's ready to go camping right now if I wanted to. Hook up the trailer and spin her off somewhere where to go. I already had the camper on the back for 2 seconds when I was playing some trailer swap arounds down the front there earlier. Trailer does sit very nicely on this. So from Colorado I had to the Patrol, the trailer does sit fairly the same from the hitch, which is awesome. So it has been the Gentech, the Y61, the special edition. It has the cruise control into it. It has all the other nice little electronics, electric windows and bits and pieces that's installed. It's got upgraded head unit from the previous owner, which is awesome. Sub tanks, which is awesome. Never had a sub tank in my previous car, so having a sub tank now is awesome. Saves me have to carry jerry cans. It's got the exhaust gauges, it's got boost gauges, it's got heaps of bits and pieces all the way through it. I'm excited. I said, yeah, it's currently sitting on 30 frees. They're 285 70 17s being the rims. So yeah, 30 frees. Don't know if I want to go to 35s later on in the future. So obviously I'll wait until these wear out over the couple of years, and I'll decide then if I want to go 35s. Have no idea at this stage. The young boy in my heart says yes, stick 35s on it straight away, but we'll let these wear out first, and then I'll decide down the track if I want to go to 35s then. As I say, usually as you get older, you get wiser, but we'll see if that's actually true or not with me. Yeah, so it'd be good to go back to a solid axle with this big girl. It's just amazing, guys. I'm in love with it already. Every day I drive it, I fall more and more in love with it. And hopefully the first camp for this big girl will be in about 2 to 3 weeks time. That's my goal. That's what I'm aiming for. And then obviously I'll work out how I want to set up, because the biggest change is going from a ute to a wagon again. So I will work that out as I do the setup. So we'll go for a quick walk around the outside and the boot, and we'll just go from there and check her out. But yes, guys, new rig, new start, new life on this channel with a new rig. We'll get cracking. We'll do a quick spinny around the ute. Sorry, not the ute anymore, the wagon. So yes, obviously now going from a ute to a wagon, some of the biggest change I have is the fact that I don't have the tray anymore. Especially after not long building my last tray. So she's a bit bare. So yes, it's got the 2 rear boot seats, which I will be taking out, bagging them, sealing them, and keeping them just locked in storage for now. But one day, hopefully soon, when I get my butt to get into gear, I will be building some sort of drawer setup. More than likely, yes, I will build my own drawer setup. I have done my last previous wagons I had, and we'll see what we do. So I've got some ideas now. I'm building in my head to get an idea what I want to do and try and make it universal for any future trips. Obviously between the fridge being in the trailer, and then possibly maybe getting another littler fridge for back here as like a drink fridge. And then obviously my 2 drawers I may build possibly with a table, or I've seen a lot of people build tables on here. I might build some sort of rack there as well. So a lot of opportunities, heaps of room back here actually. Surprisingly, when I picked it up, there's a heap of room in the back of the Patrol as a wagon. So storage wise, haven't got a problem, especially the trips that we go on with the camp trailer. Because obviously 90% of the stuff's already in the camp trailer. So hopefully the future camp trips will be some showing with the camper trailer, and then some with just the Patrol on its own, either with the swag. And maybe one day I'll put the rooftop trailer up here, I'll see how we go. But more than likely at the stage, if I go just in the Patrol, I'll just chuck the swag on the roof and we'll go that way. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, so there'll be some, hopefully now I've got the solid axle, more serious into forward driving again like I used to, and finding random camps and pulling up and going for a sleep there. See how that goes in the future, and then obviously we'll have a couple of lazy camps with the camper trailer of a couple of mates, which I believe the next camp we're doing will be sort of semi-lazy camp, because obviously with this first camp trip I'll just hook up the trailer and go for a spin out, because I'm hankering for a camp in that campfire. Even though it's getting in the winter, and yes, it's going to be cold and I hate the cold, but I want to go out, go camping with a couple of mates, cook up a mad feed, go for a swim if you can find somewhere we can go swimming at, or at least a dip, and we'll go from there. But yes, future projects, one of the other first things that we'll be doing is some sort of drawer setup back here. Hopefully I've had a few tips from other guys. If you guys own Patrols or some sort of wagon, give us a buzz, shoot us a photo so I can get ideas too. What I want to do back here, because I won't do anything for the first probably month or couple of months until I sort of sit down and draw up and actually work out what I do, so I can try and get it roughly the first time right. So yes guys, Patrol, wagon, much different to the ute I had. Different style, different driving ability, just everything. I love it already. We'll get cracking. I will build a door there more than likely, and then also try and get some ideas for the drawers back here. Just like I said, she's nice and tidy, and I can only go from here, and we'll go from there. And then obviously this thing is obviously a lot more capable than the old Collie is when it comes to full driving abilities, but I do believe like when it comes to power and towing and all that, the Collie is more capable on that side of things. But we will see anyway in the future. It can only get better from here, and if I break something, well, I'll just have to fix it, because it is me. So yeah, so it does have, obviously it came with the tow ball. I've already got my hitch and my other tow balls and all that down there as well if I want to drop down one, depending on what I do. 12 pin tin, and it has power supply for the trailer already. And funny enough, this has electric brake controller already in it too, so my electric brakes on the camper trailer will now work, which will be a lot easier on some of those downhills, because I think the last downhill, and when you guys pointed out, you could see the trailer sort of digging me forward because it had no electric brakes working on it, because the Collie didn't have the electric brake controller on it yet. So yep, so it's got the Red Arc electric brake controller as well. It is manual on both sides, between manual gear stick and manual drive shift. Just don't know what to say, guys. She's in, she's ready to go. We're keen as beans. It's had 4-inch lifts, 30 frees, bits and pieces, the 3-inch exhaust. It's got the factory snorkel on it, heaps of bits and pieces of gear, and we'll just go from there. We'll catch you on the track real soon with this big girl, hopefully. And I'll have to get some stickers made up with Ongoing Adventures in the back, and possibly a windscreen one. Let's get cracking. Rightio, so as usual, Ongoing Adventures doing the awesome stuff and trying to have a good old crack. As I said, I've just not long got my patrol, which, oh, pardon me, it's just south of Nabiac. And we've done ourselves a bit ambitious, me and Denny. I blame Denny even though I was the one driving, but it is definitely Denny's fault.
I was there.
The turbo hose has completely cracked along the belly side. What a bugger, bit of a bummer. So we've been sitting here waiting for our mate Curtis to come grab us in the car trailer. I've been sourcing a few of mates around. We've got our mate Luke. He's got a spare turbo hose for me back at his place, which we'll grab tomorrow. What time's it, Denny, actually? It's gonna be
It's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, so by the time Curtis gets here, it's going to be 6, so we're going to be loading something to the car trailer around night. What a pain in the ass. It is what it is. Bit heartbreaking. Brand new car, I've already broken it. Didn't even hit the tracks yet. So new turbo hose, I'll get tomorrow from mate Luke, and then we'll go from there, wait for Curtis to come here, load her up, and we'll just keep trying until we get some people. Let's get cracking on Ongoing Adventures as I keep breaking shit. Alright, so we're bored because Danny broke the car and I just drove it. We decided to get the King's 270 wing awning out just to check it out, since we can't do anything because, you know, we've got time until Curtis basically comes and gets us. So why not, let's just quickly flip around. So I'm not going to keep this awning because I've already got my drifter one. So this 270 will actually be going to Denny's when he gets his rack on his D-Max. But when we eventually get this back to mine, we'll stick the drifter onto my car, my awning, and then this will come up and be basically given to Denny. Stay tuned and let's see if we can get this big girl running again. And just like that, another episode of Ongoing Adventures is done. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share to all your friends and family, and I'll catch you on the next one.